They told me riding might help. I don't really believe them, but I don't have much else to do here. The nurses keep the pencils dull so I can't hurt myself, and the windows don't open. Sometimes I think I can still smell the oil and steel from Goliath through the glass, like the scent followed me here. My name is Bella Dawson. I'm 19 years old, and I'm here because of what happened to my cousin, Mackenzie. They call it the Scream Incident. I call it the day my life ended. I grew up in Valencia, California, born and raised. It's not like the postcards make it look. Back then, it was small and quiet, the kind of place people pass through without stopping. The town was founded way back in 1887, when miners came west running from whatever hell they'd made back home. They said they wanted a new beginning. Funny how all beginnings here are the same way, suffocating under the desert sun. In 1899, the desert sun war broke out between Valencia and the neighboring city of San Martin. Over half the town died. My grandma used to tell me stories about it, how the air was so thick with smoke that people could taste metal for weeks. She said the dead never left, that they wandered between the towns, whispering. I used to think she meant ghosts in a storybook way. Now I think she meant it literally. Before everything, I was the perfect daughter. Straight A's, student council, always smiling. I was supposed to go to USC after graduation. Mom even helped me fill out my application, before she ended things. That was the first crack in our family. After her funeral, I couldn't go back to school. I just stopped showing up. Dad didn't even notice for a while. He was too busy getting drunk and doing hard drugs in the basement. So I got a job at the thrill capital of the world, Six Flags Magic Mountain. I got the job in April of 2002. I used to love that place as a kid. Revolution, Viper, Colossus, those were my holy trinity. The smell of sunscreen and funnel cake, the sound of the chain lifts echoing in the hills, it was magic. At first, I worked in games. I was good at it. I'd guess people's ages, toss rings, hand out stuffed bears. For a while, it felt like I'd found a new home. But then, like everything in Valencia, I started to see the cracks beneath the surface. For those who don't know, Magic Mountain is a theme park that opened in 1971. It wasn't owned by Six Flags originally, and it was actually built and owned by the Newhall Land and Farming Company and SeaWorld Incorporated. In 1979, the Six Flags chain bought the park and added the Six Flags name to it, and thus, Six Flags Magic Mountain was born. Magic Mountain is far different. Different from Disneyland. Different from California's Great America. Different from Knott's. I used to believe that was a good thing. Now I know better. The difference is that Magic Mountain hides its ghosts in plain sight. In February 2003, I moved to ride operations after months of training. They said I was one of the best they'd ever had, sharp, polite, never missed a safety check. Around that time, Six Flags was building their newest baby, Scream. A dark blue and purple monster rising from what used to be the parking lot. I hated it the moment I saw it. It looked like it didn't belong. Too clean, too proud. When they assigned me to Goliath, I was thrilled. That was my baby. But then, on April 12, 2003, the park was short-staffed for Scream's opening day. Management begged me to help. Just for one shift, they said. One shift. I was rude about it, snapped at my supervisor, cursed under my breath. But once I saw Scream in motion, looping and twisting against the sunrise, something changed. It was beautiful. I got to run early morning tests with my co-operator before the park opened, 5 cycles, just me and the sound of steel. When I rode it myself, I swear I could feel my heart sinking with the coaster's rhythm. It was perfect. Addicting. I started volunteering for more shifts there. That's when Mackenzie came into the picture. She was only 6, nervous, shy. She wanted to conquer her fear of roller coasters, and she trusted me. She lived all the way in Kansas. Her home park was Worlds of Fun. She rode almost every roller coaster there. She would write letters to me almost every day saying how fun she had on her favorite coaster, Mamba, and that her dream is to move in with me, if I bought a house, and then work with me at Magic Mountain. She was the sweetheart of our family. Then there was Mike, her older brother. Mean, loud, always had something cruel to say. He'd tease Mackenzie for being scared. I hated him for it, but I never imagined what he'd actually do. I FaceTimed her the week before she came to visit me. Her stuff was packed and she also was bringing toys and stuff from Worlds of Fun that she wanted me to have. I told her that when she visited me, I will give her a day where she can ride Scream and any other ride she wanted to ride completely early. No lines. No guests. Just us and the beautiful Californian sun. I told her it would be our little secret. I remember her face lighting up with excitement. Mackenzie thanked me and she told me that I was her favorite cousin and she wished I was her older sibling instead of Mike. April 28, 2003. The morning it happened. I let Mackenzie come in before opening. I brought her through the staff entrance around 7 a.m. Some security guards stopped me and told me that Mackenzie couldn't come in because she was not an employee, but I sweet-talked them into letting her in and they did. We walked towards Scream, our hands intertwined and swinging as she told me that she can't wait to ride Scream, then Ninja, then Colossus, then Gold Rusher. We reached Scream over in the steampunk district where Goliath and Colossus were. We reached the station. I told her to wait by the control booth while I grabbed the motor key. She smiled, nervous but excited. I remember how small her hands looked gripping the railing. I walked down the stairs towards a small shed near the vertical loop. That's when I heard her scream. I ran up the stairs, but the exit gate to the platform was locked from the inside. From the gate, I saw Mike dragging her toward the coaster. His girlfriend, Christina, was laughing. Mackenzie was crying, kicking, begging. Mike shoved her into the seat and began to punch her in her face and nose and kick her in the stomach until the over-the-shoulder restraint came down on her. She was whining and squealing in pain. She kept calling my name. I yelled for them to stop. No one heard. No one was there yet. Then Mike turned toward me, pulled out his dad's pistol from his jacket, and aimed it right between my eyes. He yelled for the key. I froze. I threw him the key. He then threw it to Christina, who did a mock ride operator impression before she started the system. The siren blared. The floor dropped. The train started moving. Mackenzie's screams filled the station as the train climbed the lift hill. I tried to break through the gate, but it held. I watched as the train disappeared from the station and into the track's web of steel. By the time the train came back, her head was slumped forward. Blood, so much blood, dripped from her mouth. Her eyes, God, her eyes weren't looking at anything. Vomit also covered her mouth, shirt, and the restraint. It dripped down with the blood, mixing into a nasty-looking substance that was dripping onto the track. Mike's laughter stopped when he saw her. Christina ran. I didn't. I jumped over the exit gate, tackled him, hit him over and over until security came. When the police arrived, he blamed me. Said I forced her onto the ride. Said I was jealous. Said I snapped. And they believed him. The newspapers called me the Scream Girl. My dad kicked me out of the house. Every letter I sent came back ripped open, smeared, torn like something clawed at them. They closed Scream for 3 months after that. When it reopened, they said it was rededicated. They never mentioned Mackenzie's name. But I know she's still there. Some nights, I dream I'm back in the station. The hum of the lift motor, the rattle of the chain. Then I hear the restraints lock, and someone whispers my name from behind the control booth. It's always her voice. Last night, I woke up and saw her standing in my closet. Just her outline, glowing faintly blue from the hallway light. Her eyes were rolled back, and her mouth hung open too wide, like it did that day. She didn't move, didn't breathe, just stared at me. I called for the nurse, but by the time she came, the closet was empty. They say trauma makes the mind play tricks. But I know what I saw. I think she's waiting for me. Maybe when I sleep tonight, I'll finally see her again. Maybe this time she won't be standing so far away. Maybe this time she'll forgive me. If anyone ever reads this, please don't write scream. Don't go near it. Six Flags is not just a theme park. It's a graveyard disguised with music and laughter. The ghosts don't rest there. They walk the midways. They sit in the empty trains. They wait. They say scream means joy. But all I hear now is pain, the same loop of metal and memory, over and over. I lost my cousin to her monster of a brother and his girlfriend. To my family, I'm sorry. To Mackenzie, I'm so sorry. We were supposed to ride Scream together. And maybe soon, we finally will.